One of the biggest questions I get asked from people looking to move to Charlotte is, Josh, what are those neighborhoods and communities that are safe to move into within my budget? So if that is you, then you're in luck, because today we're gonna review the 6 safest suburbs in the Charlotte area. Stay tuned. If you guys are new to the channel and want to know all there is to know about our local Charlotte housing market, make sure you click subscribe and turn notifications on. That way you'll be the first to know of everything going on right here in Charlotte. My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group, powered by eXp Realty. And every single day, myself and my team are getting calls and texts and emails from people just like you looking to move to the Charlotte area. And guys, I'll tell you, we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, call us, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom meeting. The link is just below. We'd love to learn a little bit more about what you're looking to accomplish and how we can help. All right, guys, so as we mentioned earlier, we're about to get into the safest suburbs that you can actually feel good about moving into right here in the Charlotte area. Although it's pretty unlikely you're gonna be able to guess the top spots on this list, I can almost guarantee you're not gonna be able to guess the last 2 spots on the top 6 suburbs in the Charlotte area. But I'd love to hear from you. What do you think the last 2 spots on this list are? So comment below with your answer. And if you legitimately get it right, like before watching the rest of the video, I'll give you $1 million. I'm not gonna give you $1 million, but it'd be pretty cool if you got it right. So how this works is we're gonna use a 2024 ranking of safest cities by state from a company called Safe. Specifically, what they do is they take a look at violent crime and property crime from the FBI, take a look at population to really deem which cities are the safest. So they're not just giving you their opinion, and I'm not just giving you my opinion. They take a look at data to really determine which cities are the safest in terms of violent and property crime. Because we're right here in Charlotte, which borders North and South Carolina, we're gonna take a look at the North Carolina top 10 list and the South Carolina top 10 list. Because 3 suburbs in the Charlotte area made the North Carolina list and 3 suburbs made the South Carolina list. So we'll start with the lowest ranking from each state, then work our way up. But again, guys, just because they're the lowest on the list, remember they are still in the top 10 for the state. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Coming in at number 10 on the North Carolina list is Mint Hill, North Carolina. Right here in Mecklenburg County, it is a small town super close to Charlotte. Mint Hill is just about 12 miles east of Charlotte City Center, but Mint Hill has really done a great job of keeping their rural roots. Mint Hill, you're gonna find a lot more trees. You're gonna be able to get a little bit more land so you can have some space from your neighbors, a little bit more privacy as well, and it's pretty attractively priced, definitely compared to its neighbors. The median sales price in Mint Hill is $570,000, which can get you quite a bit. You can get about a 3 or 4 bedroom, around 2,500 square feet with a little bit of space. And something pretty cool, guys, we've done a deep dive and a whole video on each one of these suburbs. So if you do find one you want to know a little bit more about, the links will be in the description below, and the Mint Hill video link will be right up here. Next up, coming in at number 5 on the South Carolina list is Clover, South Carolina, which is actually where I grew up, and I can attest it's a really great place where you can feel very safe, and the schools there are amazing. Niche.com ranked the Clover School District as number 3 in the Charlotte area. Clover is south of Charlotte City Center, just across the border in South Carolina, so the commute can be a little bit longer, especially when it comes to rush hour. But you're nestled right on the shores of Lake Wylie, which really enhances the lifestyle of this town. Clover is another suburb you can find homes at a great value, the median sales price being $505,000. But you can definitely find that sales price vary because Clover has a lot of different options available when it comes to housing. You can find some of the old mill houses right in that downtown Clover area, to some densely packed new construction opportunities, to some of your more established neighborhoods, to your waterfront mansions overlooking Lake Wylie. So Clover does have a lot to offer, even though it's a little bit farther away from Charlotte City Center. It allows you kind of to escape that city. You have access to the lake life, you have great schools. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about Clover, I'll put a link right up here to take you to the video that we did a whole deep dive on living in Clover. And if you are considering relocating to the Charlotte area, myself and my team have spent a countless number of hours compiling all the insider secrets, information on the best schools, best communities, and all the statistics you need to make the best decision for you and your family. So we put it into our Ultimate Charlotte Relocation Guide, and it's completely free for you. All you have to do is scan this QR code right here, and it'll take you to the Charlotte Relocation Guide. Next up, back in North Carolina, coming in at number 4 on the North Carolina list is Waxhaw, North Carolina. So So Waxhaw is a little bit more rural, but it's absolutely beautiful. Now, geographically speaking, Waxhaw is a little bit larger. So really, the farther away you go from the Charlotte area, you get a little bit more of a rural vibe. The closer you get, the more built up it is. Waxhaw is about 30 miles southeast of Charlotte City Center over in Union County, which is really well known for their great schools. Niche.com actually ranked them as number 2 for the best school districts in the Charlotte area. And Waxhaw does give you a really good lifestyle as well. They have a really cool downtown area that's extremely walkable. You have a lot of bars and restaurants. You have a farmer's market there as well, a lot of different community events, and you're super close to Waverly and Ballantyne as well. So you have a lot to do right at your fingertips. And I'll tell you, I just love driving through Waxhaw because on a lot of these streets in Waxhaw, you're gonna pass open fields, horse pastures, and large estates. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, home prices in Waxhaw are a little bit higher. The median price in Waxhaw is $712,000, but that can vary greatly, especially depending on where you are in Waxhaw. Pretty much the closer you are to Charlotte, the higher the price point usually is. So you could definitely find a lot of those kind of 1960 brick ranches for $300K, definitely if it's a little bit farther into Waxhaw, all the way up to your $3, $4, $5 million mega mansions in that amenity-rich neighborhood everyone wants to be in. If you want to know a little bit more about living in Waxhaw, I'll put the link to our video right here. So let's go ahead and pop back to South Carolina and visit Tega Cay, which was the number 3 safest city in South Carolina. Tega Cay is an awesome and unique community that really started out as a neighborhood and eventually incorporated into a town. It's a long story, but if you want the full story and all the information on Tega Cay, I'll put the link to the video just up there. But Tega Cay is a wonderful waterfront and golf course community that has a ton of amenities for everyone to enjoy. It is definitely a golf cart town. People do just take golf carts to and from school, different people's houses, to all the great things in the community like the waterfront park, the marina, and the clubhouse. Not to mention, Niche.com ranked the school district that Tega Cay is in as a #1 school district in the Charlotte area. Homes are typically on the older side, but you can find some newer pockets in the community, and these homes are very eclectic, guys. You're gonna find a lot of different floor plans, a lot of different styles throughout Tega Cay. You can find some gorgeous waterfront homes, some golf course view homes, you got some townhomes as well. You got some other kind of smaller little bungalows, some homes that have a little bit of space from their neighbors, and also some homes that are a little bit closer packed in together. The median sales price here in Tega Cay was $635,000, which is really a great value for all that you get and all the amenities this place has to offer. Now, one thing you do want to note is there is no HOA in Tega Cay, but you will see higher property taxes to pay for a lot of the amenities in the community. So let's go ahead and check out the top rated North Carolina city here in the Charlotte area. Coming in at number 3 on the top 10 list here in North Carolina is Davidson, North Carolina, which shouldn't come as much of a surprise because it's one of the most popular suburbs here in the Charlotte area. And if I had to do it all over again and I was moving to the Charlotte area, I would probably choose to live in Davidson. Davidson's actually on the northern tip of Mecklenburg County, about 20 miles north of Charlotte City Center. But the great thing is you have I-77 running right down the middle of it with the expressway, so it makes getting to and from the Charlotte area a breeze. Plus, you're nestled right along the shores of Lake Norman, so you have access to the great lake life and all it has to offer. Plus, Davidson has one of the coolest downtown walkable Main Street areas with a lot of great restaurants and shops, and it's right next to the Davidson College, which is a gorgeous college, and it's great to just take your spouse and have a nice evening stroll through. Now, home prices here in Davidson are a little bit higher because the demand is a little bit higher. The median sales price is $702,500. But there's a reason for that high price point, and it's because it's awesome. Do you want to find out a little bit more why some people like Davidson? Check out this link right up here. All right, so let's travel back to South Carolina to finish up our list of the top 6 best suburbs here in the Charlotte area. And this is Fort Mill, South Carolina, which is the number 2 safest city on the South Carolina list. Now, Fort Mill is actually right beside Tega Cay over in York County, but you actually have I-77 running right down the middle of Fort Mill, which gives you a little bit easier access to the Charlotte area. And Fort Mill is awesome. You definitely have a lot of things to explore and do in Fort Mill. You have Baxter Village, Kingsley, and you have downtown Fort Mill. All super cool, walkable bars, restaurants, dining, shopping areas. Definitely a good place to kind of go explore and visit. And all those places have great community events throughout the year so you can meet your new neighbors. And Fort Mill is in the Fort Mill School District, just like Tega Cay, which Niche.com ranked as the #1 school district in the Charlotte area. Now, the median home price for homes here in Fort Mill is $565,000, which is a great value for all that you can get at this town. If you want to know a little bit more about living in Fort Mill, check out this video right up here. So that is the list of the safest suburbs here in the Charlotte area. And guys, remember, if you are considering moving to the Charlotte area, you definitely want to make sure you get that free access to the Ultimate Charlotte Relocation Guide. I'll put a QR code right back up here on the screen and also a link in the description below. And if you guys are considering making a move to the Charlotte area, whether it be in 9 days or 90 days, we would love to be your real estate resource of choice. So call us, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom meeting. The link is just below. We'd love to help make your move a smooth one. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you around town.